Lucky numbers, 6 numbers to win big jackpot on January 20th, 2025. Buddhist teachings. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. What if your journey to a life-changing jackpot on January 20th, 2025 began with 6 sacred numbers rooted in ancient wisdom? Imagine not just winning big, but also aligning your life with clarity, purpose, and spiritual harmony. In Buddhist teachings, numbers are far more than mere figures. They are vessels of energy, bridging the physical and spiritual realms. The 6 numbers we're about to reveal hold the potential to transform your mindset, attract prosperity, and guide your journey to abundance. So the question is, are you ready to unlock this unique combination of spiritual insight and practical fortune? By the end of this video, you'll understand the profound meaning behind these numbers and how to channel their power into your life. Join us on the journey of wisdom as we explore the path to not just wealth, but a balanced, fulfilling 2025. Number 1. The significance of numbers in Buddhism. In Buddhist teachings, numbers transcend mere calculations. They are profound symbols of energy, intention, and the delicate harmony of the universe. For centuries, these teachings have served as a compass, guiding countless individuals toward a life aligned with the natural rhythms of existence. Consider the wisdom of the Buddha's words. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that, and all will be well. Just as this quote emphasizes the inevitability and balance of life, numbers in Buddhism teach us that success and peace emerge when we align our intentions with the energies around us. Picture a serene monk sitting beside a gently flowing river. To many, this may seem like a simple scene of tranquility. Yet to the monk, the river represents a lesson in balance. Each droplet plays its role in sustaining the whole. Similarly, numbers carry symbolic weight, embodying harmony and interconnectedness. They remind us that the choices we make, no matter how small, ripple outward to shape the flow of our lives. An ancient Buddhist tale speaks of a merchant who meditated on auspicious numbers, seeking guidance. What he discovered was not only material prosperity, but also profound inner peace and a renewed sense of purpose. His secret lay in understanding that numbers, when approached with mindfulness, can act as a compass, steering us toward opportunities that align with our true selves. The numbers we explore today are not arbitrary. They are deeply intentional, infused with meaning that encourages harmony over haste. These numbers represent a bridge between the ancient wisdom of Buddhism and the modern challenges we face in pursuing success and happiness. When we view numbers through the lens of Buddhist teachings, they transform into tools for fostering mindfulness, balance, and clarity. In our fast-paced modern world, it is easy to chase outcomes without considering whether our actions align with our values. However, Buddhist numerology reminds us that true success comes when our efforts flow naturally within the rhythms of the universe. If this message resonates with you, consider supporting this channel by liking the video and subscribing. Your engagement not only helps spread these meaningful teachings to a wider audience, but also allows us to continue delving into the research behind numerology, Buddhist philosophy, and the zodiac. As we connect through this shared journey, remember the words of Thich Nhat Hanh. When we are mindful, deeply in touch with the present moment, our understanding of what is going on deepens, and we begin to be filled with acceptance, joy, peace, and love. Your participation supports the time and effort invested in uncovering the most auspicious numbers of the day and sharing insights that blend ancient wisdom with practical guidance. Let us journey together in discovering how these sacred numbers can guide us toward a life of harmony and fulfillment. The universe speaks to us through symbols like these. All we need is the patience to listen and the wisdom to align our actions with its flow. In doing so, we create a life not only of material success, but of true inner peace, a jackpot far greater than any we could imagine. Number 2. The 6 auspicious numbers for 2025. 1. Number 6, the number of nurturing and growth. The number 6, often called the number of nurturing and growth, resonates deeply with the Buddhist teachings of balance, compassion, and interconnectedness. This number embodies the essence of care and cultivation, symbolizing the cycles of giving and receiving that sustain our lives and relationships. Just as a farmer tends to their crops with patience and dedication, the principles of the number 6 remind us that true abundance arises not from hurried efforts, but from environments where mutual support and compassion are cultivated. In the Buddhist tradition, this reflects the idea that life is an endless interplay of actions and consequences. What we sow in kindness and effort, we ultimately reap in fulfillment. The symbolic energy of 6 also teaches us the importance of organic, steady growth. Rather than chasing quick fixes or fleeting successes, this number calls us to embrace patience and the beauty of incremental progress. Just as a sapling cannot be rushed to become a towering tree, our endeavors, whether personal, professional, or spiritual, require consistent care and trust in their natural unfolding. A jug fills drop by drop, Buddha said, reminding us that small intentional actions accumulate into profound results over time. This wisdom encourages us to invest in the little things, tending to our relationships, nurturing our inner peace, and staying committed to our goals, even when the progress seems invisible. Modern life often pressures us to achieve immediate results, but the number 6 stands as a gentle reminder to pause, breathe, and honor the process. It encourages us to be present, to nurture not only others, but also ourselves, recognizing that self-care is the foundation for caring for the world around us. In this sense, 6 becomes a beacon of mindfulness, urging us to approach life with both compassion and diligence, trusting that the seeds of our intentions will bloom when the time is right. As Lao Tzu wisely observed, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. This truth aligns with the energy of 6, showing us that nurturing and growth are not just pathways to prosperity, but profound acts of trust in life's inherent harmony. In today's fast-paced world, the wisdom of 6 invites us to slow down and embrace the beauty of steady progress. Whether we are building our dreams, supporting loved ones, or cultivating our inner well-being, this number inspires us to trust the journey, cherish the small steps, and remember that nurturing the seeds of today creates the abundance of tomorrow. 2. Number 14, the number of focused energy. The number 14 carries the energy of focus and determination, calling us to be clear in both thought and action. From a Buddhist perspective, it gently reminds us of a universal truth. When our energy is scattered, our efforts become diluted, and we achieve less, even as we try harder. 14 invites us to pause, breathe, and bring our awareness back to what truly matters. Imagine holding a magnifying glass under the sun. Only when the light is focused in one spot does it create the power to ignite. This is the essence of 14's wisdom. It's not about doing more, but about doing what is meaningful with complete mindfulness. In our daily lives, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by countless responsibilities, distractions, and desires. 14 encourages us to practice discernment, to ask ourselves, what truly aligns with my values and goals? It reminds us that the path to success isn't found in multitasking or rushing through life, but in dedicating ourselves fully to what holds real significance. Let me share a story that illustrates this beautifully. There was once a young monk who approached his teacher, frustrated that he couldn't master the many teachings he was trying to learn at once. The teacher gave him a single glass of water and a dropper of ink. "Focus only on one drop," the teacher said, "and see what happens." The monk obeyed, and as the ink fell, it transformed the entire glass. The teacher smiled and said, "In the same way, one drop of pure focus can transform your life, scatter your efforts, and you dilute your strength." So how can we apply the energy of 14 in our lives? Start by reassessing your priorities. Are you investing your time and energy in things that truly matter to you, or are you caught up in distractions? Ask yourself, what would it feel like to give your full attention to just one meaningful goal today? When you slow down and focus with intention, you'll find that your actions carry more power, your heart feels lighter, and your mind grows clearer. 14 teaches us that success doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from doing the right things with purpose and care. Let it be your guidepost to a life of mindfulness, clarity, and meaningful action. Remember, it's not how much you do, it's the depth and love with which you do it. If you've watched this far, you're already on the path to unlocking the wisdom behind these lucky numbers and their potential to bring abundance into your life. Comment below with "Lucky Journey" to affirm your belief in these teachings and your commitment to a brighter future. Don't go anywhere. There's more insight and guidance waiting for you. Stay until the end to discover the secrets that could lead you to your big jackpot on January 20th, 2025. 3. Number 21, the number of renewal and optimism. Let me tell you a story about the number 21, a number that carries profound meaning in both Buddhist teachings and the rhythms of our lives. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast horizon, the first rays of sunlight breaking through the clouds. That's the essence of 21. It represents renewal and boundless optimism. In Buddhism, this number is deeply symbolic, embodying the cycles of life, the turning of seasons, and the constant opportunity for fresh beginnings. It teaches us that no matter how dark the night may seem, there's always a promise of dawn, a chance to start anew with courage and faith. Think about this. How often do we cling to the past, fearing the changes ahead? 21 reminds us that transformation is not something to resist, but to embrace. It carries the energy of shedding what no longer serves us, encouraging us to step forward into uncharted possibilities. As the Buddha once said, "Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." These words capture the spirit of 21 perfectly. It's about the present moment, the power of renewal, and the optimism that comes with letting go of yesterday's burdens. This number whispers a gentle truth. Every ending is also a beginning. Think of the cycles we experience. Day turns to night, winter melts into spring, even our breath comes and goes in a rhythm of renewal. 21 speaks to this universal flow, urging us to trust in life's natural unfolding. When we resist change, we suffer. But when we welcome it, we align ourselves with the harmony of existence. Can you recall a moment in your life when embracing change brought unexpected growth or joy? It's a powerful question to reflect on, isn't it? Now, let's take this wisdom a step further. What if you saw every challenge, every heartbreak, every closed door as an invitation to transform? 21 encourages us to see the beauty in life's impermanence and the opportunities hidden within change. In this way, it is more than a number. It becomes a guide, urging us to live with resilience and hope, no matter the circumstances. So, as you listen to this, I invite you to pause for a moment. What areas of your life could use a fresh start? What past pain or fear can you release to make room for something new? By aligning with the energy of 21, you open yourself to a world of potential, a world where optimism fuels your actions and faith guides your steps. Let 21 be your reminder today that life is not static. It's a flowing river of experiences, lessons, and opportunities. The question is, are you ready to step into the current and trust where it will take you? After all, as the Buddha taught, the only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. And what better way to be true to yourself than to embrace the renewal and optimism that 21 symbolizes? 4. Number 32, the number of harmony and connection. The number 32 is a profound symbol of balance, a harmonious blending of the material and spiritual realms. It speaks to the wisdom that true prosperity does not arise from chasing extremes, but from cultivating a state of equilibrium, where ambition meets inner peace and worldly success aligns with spiritual fulfillment. In the teachings of Buddhism, the number 32 carries a message of interconnectedness, reminding us that every aspect of life is woven into a greater whole. Just as a mighty river draws its strength not from individual drops of water, but from the unity of its streams, so too does our journey towards success depend on our ability to harmonize our relationships, routines, and goals into a seamless flow. This interconnectedness echoes the Buddha's words. Just as the great ocean has one taste, the taste of salt, so too does my teaching have one taste, the taste of liberation. Here, liberation arises from living in balance, where neither materialism nor renunciation dominates, but both complement each other. In our modern world, where the pace of life often feels relentless, the wisdom of 32 encourages us to pause and reflect on the balance we cultivate in our daily lives. Do our actions reflect harmony, or are we pulled in opposing directions by the demands of ambition and the yearning for peace? Like a skilled musician tuning an instrument, we must adjust the strings of our lives to create a melody that resonates with joy and purpose. Whether it's nurturing meaningful relationships, maintaining a steady work-life balance, or setting goals that align with our values, the essence of balance lies in acknowledging the interplay of all things. In this light, 32 is not just a number, it is a guidepost urging us to reconnect with what truly matters. As we navigate the complexities of life, let this number serve as a reminder to strive for holistic success, where the external achievements of wealth or recognition are balanced by the internal riches of mindfulness and compassion. In doing so, we honor the principle of doing no harm and doing good, ensuring that our journey uplifts not only ourselves, but also those around us. Balance, as the number 32 teaches, is not a destination but a practice, an ongoing effort to integrate the streams of our aspirations, relationships, and inner truths into a life that flows effortlessly toward fulfillment. Let us embrace this lesson and create a life that, like a river, moves steadily, powerfully, and beautifully toward its greater purpose. 5. Number 43, the number of wisdom and stability. 43 is more than just a number. It's a symbol of wisdom, resilience, and the kind of stability that helps us stay grounded even when life feels like a whirlwind. In Buddhist teachings, this number calls on us to embrace the lessons life offers, especially the hard ones. Think about the times you've faced challenges. Weren't those moments also opportunities to grow? 43 invites us to reflect on these experiences and see them as stepping stones, guiding us to make better, more thoughtful choices in the future. Wisdom doesn't come from avoiding difficulties. It's forged in the fire of experience and shaped by the strength we gain as we rise from life's trials. Let me share a story. Once, there was an old carpenter who lived in a quiet village. After years of building homes and furniture, his hands had become rough and calloused, yet they worked with unmatched precision. A young apprentice once asked, "Master, how did you become so skilled?" The carpenter smiled and said, "Every scar on these hands holds a lesson. Every mistake I made taught me patience, and every success taught me humility. I didn't rush through the process, I trusted the journey." In a way, the carpenter embodied the essence of 43, a life grounded in wisdom, gained from experience, and a steady presence that allowed him to remain focused, no matter the task at hand. 43 is also a reminder to live in the present moment. Sometimes we get so caught up in worrying about the future or regretting the past that we forget the only place we can truly live is here and now. By staying rooted in the present, we create a firm foundation to face whatever comes our way. Ask yourself, what lessons have your challenges taught you? How can you use them to navigate your life with more clarity and purpose? The deeper message of 43 is this: trust the process. Life will always have its ups and downs, but each moment holds the potential for growth. Stay resilient, embrace the wisdom you've earned, and remain anchored in the here and now. This balance between learning from the past and living in the present is what brings true stability and peace into our lives. 6. Number 48, the number of abundance and achievement. The number 48 is a symbol of abundance, achievement, and fulfillment, a moment where all your efforts come to fruition. Imagine it as a gentle reminder from the universe that every step you've taken, every challenge you've faced, has contributed to the growth and harmony you experience today. In Buddhist teachings, this number resonates deeply with the concept that prosperity is not merely about external wealth or success. Instead, it's a reflection of the inner balance we cultivate, the gratitude we nurture, and the peace we embody. True abundance flows from a heart that is open and content with the present moment. When we think of success, we often imagine grand victories or monumental milestones. But have you ever paused to reflect on the quieter, more profound achievements in your life? The relationships you've nurtured, the kindness you've shown, or the resilience you've demonstrated in difficult times. These are the true markers of achievement. As the Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. This timeless teaching reminds us that clinging to external outcomes can lead to suffering, while releasing our attachment allows us to embrace the natural flow of life. The number 48 also teaches us about harmony, the delicate dance between effort and surrender. It's a lesson in balance, working diligently toward our goals while trusting that the universe will support us in ways we cannot always see. Have you ever felt that sense of synchronicity when everything seems to fall into place effortlessly after you've done your best? That's the magic of aligning your efforts with grace, a state where striving meets letting go. This harmony invites endless possibilities into your life. When you see 48 as a number or an idea, let it remind you to celebrate your progress. Often, we rush from one goal to the next, forgetting to honor how far we've come. What if you took a moment to reflect on your journey? Can you find gratitude for the challenges that shaped you, the people who supported you, and the wisdom you gained along the way? The Buddha's words, "A disciplined mind brings happiness," encourage us to focus on cultivating mindfulness and appreciation in our daily lives, creating a fertile ground for true prosperity to grow. Let me ask you, what does abundance mean to you? Is it a life filled with material possessions, or is it a deeper sense of peace, connection, and purpose? Imagine how your life might change if you saw abundance not as something to chase, but as something already present within you. Would you approach your goals with less fear and more confidence? Could you embrace the idea that the universe is constantly providing opportunities for you to thrive? So, as you ponder the meaning of 48, think of it as more than a lucky number. It's an invitation, a call to reflect, to celebrate, and to trust. Let it inspire you to align with the flow of abundance, knowing that your efforts and the grace of the universe are working together. After all, as the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Perhaps this number is your teacher today, guiding you toward a life of balance, gratitude, and achievement. What will you do with this invitation? How will you embrace the energy of abundance in your life? The answer lies within you. Thank you for joining us in today's video on Lucky Numbers, 6 Numbers to Win, Big Jackpot on January 20th, 2025, Buddhist Teachings. I truly appreciate having you here as part of our growing community. Your presence means so much to us. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. Feel free to share your impressions or experiences in the comments below. If you're not sure what to say, just drop a comment saying, "I am feeling lucky," if this video resonates with you, or "I seek wisdom," if you enjoy exploring deeper insights with us. Every comment, big or small, fuels our journey together. Now, let's dive back in and uncover the wisdom behind these lucky numbers, shall we? Embracing Transformation, a journey of resilience, community, and abundance in 2025. As 2025 begins, let us step forward with open hearts and clear intentions. This year invites us to transform challenges into growth, discover strength in impermanence, and nurture connections that bring true abundance. Through resilience and mindful actions, we create harmony within ourselves and with the world around us. Each hardship shapes us, every moment offers a lesson, and every act of kindness strengthens the bonds that unite us. Let this year be a reminder that abundance lies not in what we have, but in who we become and how we connect. Together, we rise, embrace change, and walk toward a brighter future. Number 1. The importance of balance and intention. In life, the essence of balance and intention acts as the foundation for meaningful transformation. These qualities, like threads in a tapestry, weave together a narrative of clarity, purpose, and alignment. As we step into 2025, we are reminded that true abundance is not measured solely by external achievements, but by the harmony we cultivate within ourselves. Numbers, often seen as mere symbols, can be profound tools for reflection and guidance. Each carries a unique energy, like the nurturing essence of 6, the optimistic transformation of 21, or the grounded wisdom of 43, inviting us to align our energy and actions with the potential that awaits. Together, they form a roadmap for navigating the year with intention and balance, offering clarity for those who seek purpose in their journey. Pause for a moment and consider how these energies resonate with your current path. Just as a compass points the way, these numbers serve as gentle reminders to recalibrate and realign our focus. The nurturing energy of 6 encourages us to cultivate compassion in our relationships and care for ourselves as we would for others. Meanwhile, the number 21 speaks to the power of optimism and the courage to embrace transformation, reminding us that change, though sometimes challenging, is the gateway to growth. The wisdom of 43 anchors us, urging us to ground our aspirations in practicality and approach each step with patience and clarity. Taken together, these messages create a framework that supports us in balancing our inner and outer worlds, so our actions align with our values and aspirations. As we reflect on these ideas, it's important to remember that even small shifts in our perspective can lead to profound changes. Just as the Buddha taught, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This truth underscores the importance of setting clear intentions and approaching life with a mindful, open heart. Whether it's making a conscious effort to find moments of stillness, choosing kindness in our interactions, or embracing opportunities for growth, each decision we make has the potential to ripple outward, shaping not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions are abundant and pressures mount, the call for balance is more urgent than ever. By anchoring ourselves in intention, we create space to reconnect with what truly matters: our health, our relationships, and our sense of purpose. Let these symbolic numbers serve as stepping stones, guiding you toward a future filled with abundance and fulfillment. The journey to transformation does not demand perfection, but asks only for progress, for each step, however small, moves us closer to the harmony we seek. As you prepare to navigate the year ahead, approach it as an opportunity to align your intentions with your deepest values. In doing so, you create a life that not only flourishes externally, but also resonates with peace and joy internally. Remember, the path to abundance lies not in striving, but in becoming someone who acts with intention, moves with purpose, and creates balance in all things. May 2025 be a year where you embrace transformation with resilience, community, and the wisdom to honor your own journey. As Lao Tzu once said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Let this be your call to take that first step with clarity and courage into the unfolding abundance of the year ahead. Number 2. Transformation through hardship. Let me share something deeply personal with you because I know this may resonate with where you are right now. I've stood in the same place, staring at the daunting pile of bills, feeling like there was no end in sight, and asking myself questions I was almost too afraid to answer. Will things ever get better? Am I enough? Sleepless nights felt endless, and the heaviness in my chest made each breath a small battle. I wondered if I could ever break free from the cycle. And in those moments, I learned something crucial. Transformation doesn't begin when life is easy. It begins in the hardship, in the dark moments when you feel like you've hit rock bottom. As the Buddha said, just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so, the wise are not affected by praise or blame. What if I told you that this struggle you're facing is not the end, but the seed of something new? Just like a lotus blooms in muddy waters, our most profound growth often comes when we least expect it, right in the midst of the chaos. Have you ever considered that your challenges could be the very thing shaping you into the person you're meant to become? Pause for a moment and think, what have these hardships taught you about yourself? Maybe they've revealed strength you didn't know you had, or showed you the importance of asking for help. Maybe, just maybe, they've planted the idea that you deserve better, and that realization alone can ignite transformation. It's not just about surviving these struggles, It's about seeing them as part of your story, a chapter in a book that's still being written. Think of the resilience you're building right now. Imagine how your journey might inspire someone else who feels like they can't go on. When I look back on my darkest days, I don't just see pain. I see the foundation for a new version of myself. And so will you. As the saying goes, the wound is the place where the light enters you. What light might be waiting to shine through your cracks? So, I invite you to sit with this thought. What if your current hardships are not a curse, but a call to grow? What small step could you take today to move closer to the life you envision? Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We all face storms, but together, as a community, we can navigate them, learn from them, and rise stronger than before. Let's walk this path, not in fear, but with faith in the abundance and peace waiting just ahead. Are you ready to take that step? Number 3, the Teaching of Impermanence. One of the most profound and life-changing teachings of Buddhism is the understanding of impermanence, the recognition that nothing in life lasts forever. Think about this for a moment. Every joy you've felt, every pain you've endured, every moment you've cherished or struggled through, all of it passes like waves in the ocean. Life is in constant motion, and while that truth can feel overwhelming, it also carries within it a deep sense of hope and renewal. The challenges you're facing today may feel immovable, as though they'll never end, but they're as temporary as the seasons that change around us. Even the darkest storm eventually gives way to clear skies. Let me share a story that embodies this truth. There was once a wise king who was deeply troubled by life's ups and downs. He sought advice from a monk and asked for a way to find peace, whether he was in joy or sorrow. The monk handed the king a ring and said, "Wear this always, and read the inscription when you feel lost." On the ring were the words, "This too shall pass." At first, the king didn't understand, but over time, in moments of despair, those words reminded him that his suffering was not eternal. And in moments of great joy, they taught him to cherish the present, for it too was fleeting. The ring became his anchor, a reminder that life's impermanence was not something to fear, but a reality to embrace. Now I want to ask you, how does it feel to know that nothing lasts forever? Does it bring you relief, knowing your struggles will fade, or does it make you uneasy, realizing that even happiness is impermanent? This question invites us to look inward and reflect. Rather than clinging to moments, whether good or bad, we can learn to flow with life, appreciating what is here while knowing that change is inevitable. What might happen if we let go of the need to control and instead leaned into the rhythm of impermanence? The beauty of impermanence is that it teaches us to live fully. It invites us to see every moment as precious, not because it will last forever, but precisely because it won't. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by hardship, remind yourself that this too shall pass. And when life blesses you with joy, hold it close, savor it, but don't cling to it. Instead, let it deepen your gratitude. The lesson is simple, yet profound. Embrace the transient nature of life with an open heart, for it is in this acceptance that true peace and resilience are found. Number 4, the power of mindset. The power of mindset is a transformative force, shaping not only how we see the world, but how we move through it. When life pulls us into the depths of despair, it can feel like our circumstances define us, but in truth, they do not. This realization struck me during one of the darkest chapters of my life, when I stumbled upon a simple yet profound truth. Our mindset shapes our reality. At first, these words felt no different from the countless motivational phrases that failed to resonate during hardship. But as I leaned into this idea and explored its depth, I began to witness its truth unfold in my life. While I couldn't control every challenge that came my way, I discovered I held the power to control how I responded to those challenges. This shift didn't happen overnight. It began with a deliberate choice to turn my focus from what I lacked to what I could do with what I had. This act of pivoting my perspective was like planting a seed in barren soil. Instead of succumbing to fear and doubt, I began cultivating belief in the possibility of a better future, even when the evidence was scarce. It's not about pretending life is easy. It's about summoning the courage to act despite the difficulties. This daily practice of choosing hope over despair and progress over paralysis slowly reshaped my inner world. As the Buddha wisely said, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." Our thoughts are the foundation upon which our actions are built, and when we nurture a positive mindset, we set the stage for meaningful transformation. The journey of changing your mindset is not a passive process, it's an active commitment. It starts with recognizing that your current struggles do not define your potential or your future. Just as a caterpillar endures the dark cocoon to emerge as a butterfly, we too must trust that growth is possible, even when the process feels confining or painful. The key is to take small, deliberate steps. Perhaps it's learning a new skill that brings you closer to your goals, or seeking the wisdom of others who have walked a similar path. Maybe it's as simple and as profound as allowing yourself to dream again, rekindling that flicker of possibility in your heart. Remember the words of Thich Nhat Hanh: smile, breathe, and go slowly. Progress doesn't have to be grand. Even the smallest actions can build momentum toward a brighter future. In our modern lives, where stress and setbacks often dominate, the ability to shift our mindset becomes an anchor of resilience. Challenges will come. This is an unavoidable truth. But how we face them determines the shape of our journey. By consciously reframing your perspective, you open the door to solutions, opportunities, and abundance that were once obscured by despair. Take this to heart. The power to rewrite your story lies within you. Each step, however small, represents a victory over stagnation. With patience and perseverance, you can create a reality rooted in hope, purpose, and progress. Let this thought inspire you. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, as Albert Einstein so eloquently stated. Every trial carries within it the seed of transformation, waiting for you to nurture it with your mindset and actions. So today, reflect on the power you have to shape your life, starting with the thoughts you choose to hold. Commit to seeing setbacks as stepping stones, and remember that no matter how hard the journey feels, every positive choice you make is a step closer to the life you dream of. By believing in your ability to rise and acting on that belief, you can turn even the most challenging circumstances into a path of resilience, community, and abundance. This is the essence of transformation, not waiting for the world to change, but embracing the power within you to change how you meet the world. What's one small step you can take today to shift your mindset? Comment below with a single word that represents your step, like gratitude, focus, or hope. Number 5. True prosperity through connection. True prosperity flourishes not in isolation, but through the bonds we form with one another, reminding us of the simple yet profound truth at the heart of Buddhist teachings. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. In a world often consumed by the pursuit of material wealth, we must redefine abundance as something far more profound, a richness rooted in compassion, generosity, and the connections we nurture with others. This isn't just philosophy, it's a practice that can transform how we experience life and interact with the world around us. True prosperity reveals itself when we help one another, not out of obligation, but from a place of genuine care. Consider the ripple effect of kindness. When you offer a word of encouragement, lend a listening ear, or give your time to someone in need, it sets off a chain reaction. These small acts may seem insignificant at first, but their impact often returns to us in unexpected ways. This flow of giving and receiving reflects the interdependence of all things, a principle that Buddhism emphasizes deeply. By supporting others, we naturally align ourselves with the universal flow of abundance, because to give selflessly is to open ourselves to the abundance that life has to offer in return. I often think back to a moment when someone extended kindness to me during a time of despair. They didn't offer money or material solutions, but their words carried something priceless: hope. They reminded me that I wasn't alone, that my struggles didn't define my worth, and that better days were possible. Their gesture didn't fix my problems, but it sparked a light in me that had been dimmed by difficulty. This experience planted a seed of resilience, a belief that even in the darkest times, there is potential for growth and healing. That seed grew, and today it guides how I approach life and connect with others. We all have the power to plant such seeds in others. A smile, a thoughtful gesture, or even a moment of acknowledgement can remind someone of their own potential and worth. These are not grand acts of heroism, but simple ways we can enrich the lives of those around us. And when we create these connections, we also benefit. Our lives become fuller, more meaningful, and deeply rooted in a shared humanity. As Thich Nhat Hanh said, compassion is a verb. When we live with compassion, we actively participate in creating a world where true prosperity isn't measured by wealth, but by the depth of our relationships and the kindness we extend. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the profound impact of these small moments. We often equate success with material gains or personal achievements, forgetting that real fulfillment comes from being part of something larger than ourselves. By shifting our focus from "what can I gain" to "how can I give," we tap into a reservoir of joy and abundance that can never be depleted. This doesn't mean neglecting our own needs. It's about recognizing that in uplifting others, we also uplift ourselves. The interconnectedness of all beings ensures that every act of generosity contributes to a greater whole. So as you move through life, consider the legacy of kindness you want to leave behind. Think about the seeds you can plant in the hearts of those around you. Whether it's through listening, sharing your resources, or simply offering a kind word, your actions have the power to transform lives, including your own. True prosperity isn't about what you accumulate, it's about the impact you create, the hope you inspire, and the community you build. In giving, we receive, and in connecting, we discover a life of abundance, resilience, and meaning. Let this truth guide you on your journey. The path to a prosperous life begins with a single, selfless act. Number 6. You are more than your financial struggles. You are not your financial struggles, nor are you the weight of unpaid bills or the numbers in your bank account. You are so much more than that, an individual filled with resilience, potential, and the boundless ability to transform your life. It's easy to lose sight of this when the challenges feel overwhelming, but remember, the toughest storms shape the strongest trees. Think of the Buddhist teaching that reminds us, No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Isn't that a beautiful reminder that the moment you decide to embrace change, you've already taken the first step toward a brighter future? Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself 5 years from now, looking back on today. What would you tell yourself? Would you see this as the moment everything fell apart, or the moment you decided to rise? Picture yourself as someone who faced adversity and used it as a stepping stone to something greater. Hold on to that vision, even when it feels like hope is a luxury you can't afford. Just like the lotus flower that blooms in muddy waters, you too can emerge stronger, more vibrant, and more beautiful than ever before. Ask yourself, what small step can I take today to move closer to that future? It doesn't have to be monumental. Sometimes, the smallest actions create the most profound changes. Perhaps it's reaching out to a friend, learning something new, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself, this is not the end, this is my beginning. What might happen if you choose to believe that you have everything within you to overcome this? Life has a way of testing us, but it's in those moments of struggle that we find our true strength. The great Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." What if this challenge is an invitation to grow, to adapt, and to rediscover who you truly are? It's not about ignoring the reality of your struggles, but about remembering that you are not powerless against them. You are not alone on this journey, and there is strength in community. Look around and see the support that exists, whether in friends, family, or others who have walked a similar path. Every story of triumph began with a moment of doubt, but it was followed by a choice to keep moving forward. What choice will you make today? Let this be a reminder that your story is still being written, and the next chapter is yours to shape. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your own actions. What actions can you take, even small ones, to create the happiness and abundance you deserve? Remember, this is not the end. It's a turning point. You are so much more than your struggles. You are resilient, capable, and deserving of the abundance that life has to offer. So, let's start writing your next chapter, one step, one moment, one breath at a time. Where will your journey take you next? Number 7. Seal the moment with an affirmation. Seal this moment with an affirmation, a gentle yet powerful tool to anchor your spirit and guide your mindset as you navigate the twists and turns of life. Let us adopt this simple yet profound affirmation. I rise above challenges, embracing success and peace. These words hold a transformative power, capable of shifting your focus from fear to strength, from doubt to trust, and from resistance to resilience. In a world that constantly tests our resolve, this affirmation becomes a steady companion, reminding us that we are capable of surmounting the mountains before us and finding peace in the journey itself. As you speak these words, let them echo in your heart, especially on the days when doubt looms large. Those moments of uncertainty are not the end. They are the fertile ground where your courage and wisdom can grow. Much like the lotus flower that blossoms in muddy waters, you too can rise above life's challenges with grace. This affirmation is a reminder that you are never truly alone. You are part of a larger tapestry, woven with connections to others who face similar struggles and triumphs, bound by the shared experience of being human. The Buddha wisely taught, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." These words remind us that while the journey is uniquely ours, the strength to overcome lies within. bolstered by our mindfulness and intention. To truly integrate this affirmation into your life, let it become a ritual, a daily practice to steady your mind and uplift your spirit. Speak it aloud in the quiet of the morning, letting it set the tone for your day. Repeat it during moments of challenge, allowing it to anchor you in strength and clarity. Whisper it to yourself at night as you reflect on the day's triumphs and trials, reminding yourself of the peace and progress you are cultivating. In this way, the affirmation becomes more than words. It becomes a bridge to a mindset of abundance and resilience. In our modern lives, filled with endless distractions and pressures, affirmations can serve as a momentary pause, a way to reconnect with what truly matters. They remind us that success is not merely about achieving external goals, but about finding an inner harmony that sustains us. The affirmation, "I rise above challenges, embracing success and peace," encourages you to redefine success, not as the absence of difficulty, but as the presence of peace even in the midst of it. Life, after all, will always have its storms, but as the saying goes, smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Let this affirmation remind you that each storm is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more attuned to your inner power. As you move forward, carry this affirmation with you as a compass, pointing you toward growth, resilience, and abundance. Let it ground you in the knowledge that challenges, no matter how daunting, are temporary stepping stones to something greater. In this practice, you are not merely surviving life's difficulties, you are thriving in their midst, transforming them into moments of profound learning and strength. The affirmation becomes a quiet promise to yourself, a declaration of your unyielding spirit, and a gentle nudge toward the abundance and peace that already reside within you. As we conclude this exploration, let us carry forward the teachings of balance, intention, and transformation as our guiding lights into 2025. The sacred numbers we've uncovered today are not mere tools of fortune, but profound symbols of alignment with the rhythms of life and the universe. They remind us that true success and prosperity arise not from chasing external rewards, but from cultivating inner harmony, resilience, and a heart open to growth. Imagine stepping into this year with the wisdom to embrace impermanence, the courage to transform through hardship, and the strength of a mindset grounded in purpose. Picture the ripple effect of living with compassion and connection, where even small acts of kindness multiply into greater abundance for all. This is the essence of Buddhist teachings, a reminder that every moment, every decision, and every action carries the potential to shape not only your life but also the world around you. Let these lessons inspire you to trust the process, nurture your relationships, and stay grounded in gratitude. May you find that peace, no matter where your journey takes you, and may it lead you to a life of fulfillment, clarity, and boundless joy. Take a deep breath and seal this moment with the affirmation, "I rise above challenges, embracing success and peace." Let these words be your compass, guiding you toward a year filled with resilience, transformation, and abundance. Thank you for joining us on this path of wisdom. If this message resonates with you, consider sharing it with others and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more insights into the teachings of Buddhism and their application in modern life. Together, let us step into 2025 with mindfulness, compassion, and the courage to embrace the journey ahead. May your days be filled with light, and may you find treasures far greater than any jackpot, the treasures of inner peace and boundless love.